Hey there, Wes Dove here with Dove Development and Consulting. I've put this off for a couple of weeks because I just hadn't been able to squeeze it in. Today is the day, though, that I run through a quick overview of all of the speakers and all the progression that we'll be able to deliver to you at the Live to Lead Harrisonburg Experience 2021. So this is the 7th year that Cindy and I have been able to host this event locally. This year, we're going to do a live and in-person event. We're able to have full capacity, so that means about 215 people and at round tables, and we've got a lot of different things that we're building into that. You can learn more about that if you go to the website right below me, L2L-Harrisonburg.com. You can read through the ticketing options, the reserved seating, the different table options we've still got available. Some cool stuff. Here's what I'll say before I get into the speakers. 215 total seats. We're over 120 as I share this right now. So they're filling up. We're about 60%. And quite honestly, we haven't been promoting it very heavy. We've been talking about some of our partners and a few different things around there, but we've not promoted the event very heavily because last year we were in June and we realized, oh my goodness, we're not going to be able to have 215 people. We can only have 50 people. And we already had 100 seats spoken for at that point. So we had to really back up and make some different arrangements. This year we're looking good. So it's full speed ahead. We're going to sell out early. Just super excited about that. So here's what we've got. We for years have bought licensed content from the John Maxwell Company. Cindy and I will be live in Atlanta when the actual event happens in early October. We're going to be there. We're going to be assisting with the event. So we'll get to be with the speakers that you see on the screen right now, but I'll tell you a little bit about them. We're going to have that content here for you. It's something that we pay thousands of dollars for. We've done it for years and years and years, but we want to be able to bring content here to you and really craft it into an experience that you won't get anywhere else. We take pride in saying we believe that this is the best full-day leadership experience that you'll have access to anywhere in the state of Virginia, probably farther than that, but we're confident about Virginia. So as always, John C. Maxwell, he's written 100 books. He sold 26, 27, 30 million copies of books. He's spoken all over the world. He has about 30 countries waiting for his folks to get in and do leadership training in this 7 or 8 different streams of influence within those countries, not companies, countries. The next one we're going to talk about is Jamie Kern Lima. So just recently went through a book called Believe It. Jamie is the founder of IT Cosmetics. She it was bought out by L'Oreal. She's got an absolutely amazing story. If you pick up this book in the hard copy or the Audible copy, if you can make it through the first half of the book without being in tears over and over and over, call me directly and tell me, because I wasn't able to do it. It was Cindy kept saying, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm listening to her story, and it's such a powerful story of here's the crap I went through, but I persevered. It was consistence. It was no magic pill. It was here's the things I did. She's going to tell more about that story as part of the Live to Lead Harrisonburg Experience. These folks you see on the screen right now won't be here in person. We spend a lot of money to get their content here so we can craft it for you. Valerie Burton. You may have never heard Valerie Burton's name. I had not in 2015 when I first became aware of Valerie Burton. She was part of the 2015 Live to Lead event. And quite honestly, I said, gosh, I don't know this. I'm sure John has good taste in who he picks and so on. Valerie was an absolute rock star for that event that year, and it brought so much value to it. It was one of those things that I walked away going, I had no idea. There were a lot of good people involved in that event, but she was over the top, a home run. So super excited about that. Here's the neat thing about Valerie. She has recently become part of the John Maxwell team faculty. So not only is she part of this event, Cindy and I will get to have some interaction with her personally and different things moving forward. So it's really cool there. Jeff Henderson. You may have heard me talk about Jeff over the last several months. Jeff is a fellow that Cindy and I got to meet through an exclusive call, I don't know, 6-8 months ago. And we've developed a relationship with Jeff. We're super excited that he's part of this. So just recently, Cindy and I have for several years actually done an event called our Executive Leadership Elite Think Tank, where we host about a dozen business owners on a quarterly basis. We spend a half a day with them. And one of the lessons that we put together for that group recently was based on some things we had learned from Jeff and his book, Know What You're For. It's a phenomenal book. So as we did that, we thought, my goodness, how cool would it be to bless the members of this group with an autographed copy of the book from Jeff? So I reached out to him. We were trading texts back and forth, and finally was able to get on his schedule to get some signed copies. He did, I don't know, 12, 14 different personally autographed copies for the folks in this in our elite think tank group. And it was just such a home run. The feedback we've gotten from that group on the book and the content that we were able to develop based on some things we learned from Jeff has been over the moon. The fifth speaker that's in the exclusively licensed content is a fellow named Ed Milet. Now, I've not learned much about Ed yet. I've heard a lot of cool things. I do know he was in minor league baseball, had an injury, had to redirect his career, and today he has a podcast, a very high-rated podcast called Max Out Your Life. So super high energy guy. He brings a lot to the table. Can't wait to see it. If you want to learn more, go to the page. Cindy's built in links for the page where she's taken the full official bio for Jamie Kern-Lehman, Valerie Burton, and Jeff Henderson, and Ed Milet, and of course, John Maxwell. We've got that in her page. You can click over to it, read more about those folks, and so on. You probably recently got a chance to see me do a live announcement with Aaron Gordon. If you don't know Aaron, you're missing out. Aaron is going to be our local MC this year. Aaron has been a dear friend of me and Cindy's, I think since 2017, maybe early 2017 we met, and it's just been such a cool relationship that we've developed, and I couldn't be happier. Aaron currently does his responsibility in his role for a large pharmaceutical company is servant leadership in income managers and management trainees and so on and so forth. And that's what he does. He's going to take the day and MC for us. Now, that's not all. Aaron is currently going through the John Maxwell certification process, like Cindy and I did, me 6 or plus years ago, Cindy 5 or a little bit more years ago. So it's super exciting to have Aaron on board with us for this event. Just love the guy. And if you've not met him, he's got a smile that's going to light up the room. We won't need the lights on that day because Aaron is absolutely amazing. You see the picture here, but that doesn't come close to what's inside the person. So excited about that. Cindy and I, for the local keynote this year, we've got a message that we've put together. We shared it months ago with our Executive Leadership Elite Think Tank group. We crafted it specially for them, but the feedback, the interaction that we've had on that has been so powerful over the last several months. We've done some different stuff with it, but we're going to tailor it. It's a lesson called Building Buy-in Around a Clear Mission and Vision. So as we've come out of some of the roughest times that most of us have ever experienced in the working world, in the professional world, we need to make sure in every leadership role that we're in, we have a clear message for our team. How can they understand how each thing that they do on a daily basis impacts the overall mission and vision of the company? And how do we serve our customers in a way that really makes a difference? How can we craft that message? Not just some fancy thing framed on a wall, but how can we craft a message in a way that matters, that really attracts buy-in, that has the right people on our team, that keeps the people engaged on our team. And quite honestly, we attract better people moving forward as well because the great people that are part of it are bought in and they're telling great people about what we're doing. So look forward to having that day with you. If you don't know much about the Live to Lead Harrisonburg experience, I'll challenge you. Jump on the page. You see the URL right in front of me. Jump on the page, dig into it, reach out to us. One more thing that we get to do with this event that we're not able to do with many different things, but we've got the opportunity to host private events. After this date, after the October 22nd date, we can host private events, both in person as well as virtually. If we want to really tailor it, if you want to have the opportunity to bring this exclusive content to your organization and we tailor it to really serve your team and help you build around that mission and vision and make sure that your team's moving forward in a way that you truly get value and you impact the customer and the clientele that you serve, talk to us about that. There's a form on the page. We'll help you out with it. We'll figure out what that looks like for you. Be that private, in person or private virtually, we'll be happy to help. And we can do that all the way through the end of February next year. Look forward to seeing you soon. If you have questions, reach out. Make it a great day. God bless.